Beneath every ocean, a secret world hums with light. Thin glass threads stretch across the seabed, carrying almost every whisper of the modern world. Calls, trades, secrets, wars. 99% of global internet traffic travels through these cables. They're the veins of civilization, and almost no one knows they exist. I'm Denis, and this is Signal and Shadow. Each week, I uncover the hidden systems that keep our world alive and the threats waiting to break them. If you believe truth deserves a signal in the noise, subscribe. A new investigation drops here every week. We think of the internet as wireless, a cloud floating above us, but it isn't. It's physical, it's fragile. More than 400 undersea cables crisscross the planet, connecting continents through a dark, silent maze of fiber optics. A single cable can carry tens of terabits per second, enough to collapse economies if it fails. They lie half buried in mud and coral, no thicker than a garden hose. Yet they hold the weight of the global economy. In 2022, 2 internet cables connecting Taiwan's outer islands were mysteriously severed within days. In 2023, lines in the Red Sea went dark after ships reported anchor accidents. And in the North Atlantic, a Russian research vessel, equipped with submersibles, was caught shadowing NATO routes. Each event left the same question. Was it an accident or a warning? In February 2024, a series of fiber optic lines in the Red Sea were suddenly cut. 25% of all data moving between Europe and Asia slowed to a crawl. Banks in Dubai, logistics hubs in Singapore, and cloud servers in Frankfurt all felt it. Officials blamed a drifting anchor. Privately, analysts traced unusual submarine activity just hours before the break. The outage forced global traffic to reroute through India and the Mediterranean, spiking latency and costs overnight. Stock exchanges ran seconds behind. Cloud backups failed mid-transfer. Billions in automated trades paused in digital limbo, proof that a single break can ripple through every corner of modern life. The deeper you look, the stranger it gets. Each of these cables contains repeaters, glass amplifiers placed every 50 miles to keep light strong as it crosses the ocean. They're pressure-sealed, unreachable by divers, but vulnerable to anyone with the right submersible. Tap a repeater, and you can watch every signal that passes through it, undetected. Governments deny doing it, but engineers who build them say otherwise. These amplifiers are the real prize in this shadow war. Tiny, glowing hearts that keep the world connected. And somewhere on the ocean floor, one of them is probably listening right now. Undersea cables are easy to find. Their maps are public. They're marked on nautical charts so ships can avoid them. But that same transparency makes them the perfect target. One dropped anchor, one submarine drone, one intentional cut, and an entire region can vanish from the network. The ocean hides everything. There are no cameras 2 miles down, no witnesses, no fingerprints. A cable is sliced, service reroutes through slower paths, and within minutes, billions of dollars in transactions begin to stall. Governments call it technical failure. Engineers call it fault isolation. But inside secure rooms, intelligence analysts call it what it is: an act of war that no one can prove. Nations are already fighting for dominance under the sea. Russia, China, the United States, and the UK all operate deep-diving vessels built to tap or sever cables. During the Cold War, the US Navy ran Operation Ivy Bells, secretly wiring Soviet lines on the ocean floor. Today, the same idea lives on with fiber optics. Tapping a cable isn't science fiction. With the right pressure housing and a repeater splice, data can be siphoned undetected. A single intercept can expose diplomatic messages, market feeds, or military logistics. This isn't espionage in cyberspace. It's espionage beneath it. Every day, stock exchanges, hospitals, and air traffic systems depend on milliseconds of connectivity. If those milliseconds disappear, so does control. And undersea sabotage doesn't just break the internet. It breaks trust. Banks freeze, GPS drifts, news silences, markets panic, and the first people to know are the ones who can't tell anyone. Private companies are now racing to harden this invisible infrastructure, adding sensors, redundancy, and AI to watch for tampering. But the ocean is vast, and cables still run through international waters where law ends and motive begins. Some believe Starlink and satellite internet will replace the seabed network. They won't. Even if every satellite worked perfectly, they couldn't carry more than a fraction of what the cables do. The real internet, the one that powers the world, will always live underwater. In the deep, silence is cover. A nation can attack without firing a shot. A corporation can listen without leaving a trace. We built a planet connected by glass threads thinner than a human hair, and now we're daring each other to cut them. The next world war might not begin in the sky or on land. It could begin 2 miles under the sea. This is signal and shadow.